The National Guard is not our problem. The National Guard is here to protect us. But the rest of them are dickheads.
We have been living and working here for decades. Documented or not, immigrant workers are vital to our local and national economy.
I want my individual rights. I am 100% verified, certified, free-range American citizen. I can go anywhere I want to. I can do anything I want to because I'm an American. You know, Donald Trump is saying, no, you can be my employee, you can be my servant, or you can be my opponent.
Hey, it's Jordan with Status Coup on the ground. I am in Flint, Michigan, East Palestine, Ohio, Tumwa, Iowa. Please support the leading independent news outlet on the ground covering what the corporate media covers up.
The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated.
The federalization of police, the National Guard on our streets. We all care about safety. We live here. We work here. We raise our families here. But let's be real. D.C. is not the crime-infested city this administration wants us to believe. That storyline is definitely a distraction. It's meant to scare people, divide workers, and pull our attention away from the real issues that matter to the members. It will not work. Not today. Not on our watch.
Having all of this military force, that feeling of occupation, seeing guns everywhere, seeing our neighbors being ripped from their vehicles. But I think overall this march seems to be more of a celebration of DC and what we stand for. It's a very community, like a happy feeling right now.
I walk around DC all the time with just a foot-long sub to protect my point of view. I've never felt safer. There's no war. There's no disturbances here in the United States. And there's no disturbances in Washington, D.C. I think Donald Trump is trying to make a power grab, and it's that simple. I think Donald Trump is the spoiled child of privilege who never grew up and is now a demented old man who's trying to get revenge on everybody who slighted him. But how does that make me any safer? How does that make me any wealthier? How does that make me any healthier? For Donald Trump, he says to us that we should defend ourselves from those who would try to destroy our way of life. But who is that if not Donald Trump? Donald Trump is trying to destroy Social Security. He's trying to destroy Medicaid. He's trying to destroy Medicare. He's trying to destroy SNAP, which gives food to children. He's trying to take the IRS and make it so that we can't even get a refund of our tax money. He's trying to destroy everything. He is the one that we're supposed to stand and defend ourselves against.
They're harassing people in the streets, and they're having National Guard soldiers intimidate people outside donut shops. That makes no sense. They want you to live in fear. That's what they're trying to do. They want you to look at your neighbor next to you and think that that person is the problem. And instead of doing that, instead of looking at the people above you who are actually the problem, the Musks and the Vaughts of the world who are profiting from your pain and your fear, they want you at your neighbor's throats. I don't know if Trump and his cronies know this, but immigrant workers are vital to all sectors of our economy. We have been living and working here for decades. Documented or not, immigrant workers are vital to our local and national economy. But I tell you, our members, and you are a shining example of what's possible when black and brown and working class people come together through a union. They are a symbol of what we can achieve when we work together as a city and as a community.
Support this critically important on-the-ground reporting as a Status Coup member and get great perks. Become a member right here.
The National Guard is not our problem. The National Guard is here to protect us. But the rest of them are dickheads. The rest of them are under a dictator. Trump is the worst. We condemned Adolf Hitler for this same type of shit, and he builds alligator Alcatraz. What the fuck is that? And he used America's FEMA money to do that.
Absolutely.
Fuck Trump. We got to protect our kids. There's a future for our kids if we get rid of people like him. That's all I got to say.
And one thing, do you think the Democrats are doing enough in this moment?
Well, there is no difference between Democrats and Republicans because they all have dinner together. Mm-hmm. They're just made to make us think that there's a difference. Absolutely. They all come together and formulate the same bullshit. There are no Democrats or no Republicans at all. It's just a bunch of people talking shit. If we don't get together and stand up for this country, then our country is going to be taken over by somebody else. We got to stand up and fight now. We cannot wait for one extra day because the shit could be over tomorrow.
That the shit we're dealing with right now is not a surprise. That's the unfortunate reality of this colonial settler project, right? It's the reality of capitalism. It's the reality of racism. And I can tell you through my organizing work in Virginia, we have been taking on corporations for years. We've been taking on the collusion between the public officials, the government officials, and the way that they have sold out our communities for years with corporations like Amazon. For years, over the past 2 decades, the Latinx population in Arlington County has been being pushed out in numbers that don't compare to other counties across the whole country. That's because it became a county where many of our families used to come and to try to build families, to try to build communities, to a place where they used to now arrive and are pushed out within a few years.
Of course not. The Democrats are not doing enough at this moment. They should be doing what I'm doing right here, coming out and doing an event every day. If we can do an event every day and make it so that we make the events 11 or 12 hours long and do them outside of the White House, after 100 or 200 days, Donald Trump will be uncomfortable and he will go and self-deport himself to Dubai to play golf in Dubai in a condominium that they will dedicate to him. So if that's what that would be good for the United States of America. If Donald Trump would self-deport to another country, that's what we need to do. And even the people like Pinochet down in South America, with all of the secret police and all of the wealthy companies behind him, eventually got the message, and eventually it came to a solution that took way too many years and had too many people killed and disappeared. We need to prevent that. We've got to nip that in the bud so we don't have that happen here. And that's what I'm here saying. We need to be out in front of the White House every day for the next 100 days and make Donald Trump get clarity in his mind.
The decision to not allow D.C. to have a vote, to have voice in the decisions affecting lives, is a fundamental violation of the principles of democracy. So I'm committed to democracy. I'm committed to local democracy. And, you know, in 1931, the last time there was a rise in autocracy, the Pope declared that subsidiarity was the only way to organize society in a way that respected human dignity. That is, moving decisions as close to the people as possible, not having top-down autocratic rule. So that's the long struggle that we're involved in here.
Right. I want my individual rights. I am 100% verified, certified, free-range American citizen. I can go anywhere I want to. I can do anything I want to because I'm an American. You know, Donald Trump is saying, no, you can be my employee, you can be my servant, or you can be my opponent. If you're my opponent, I'm going to try and take you and put you in jail. No rights for an individual citizen, and then deport you. That's what he's trying to do. You are either his employee, or you're his servant, or you're his opponent. You cannot be his equal. So that's what I'm out here saying. Everybody needs to come out and say what they want and what they mean, because otherwise we're left with just the words of Donald Trump. And that's idiocy. That is him saying his little whims of a demented old man who used to be a spoiled child and has never had anybody make him responsible or pay attention to what other people wanted. He's a sociopath.
we are very proud to do our job. Our job is to teach the truth. As a history and government teacher for the past 18 years, there is nothing more important than the ability that we have had to do what we have to do in our classrooms. We are proud to teach every single child, no matter where they come from or who they are. We will not back down to fascists who seek to tear our community apart. They want to destroy our schools. They want to stomp out our teachers' union. And we say absolutely not. They have been seeking to influence public education from the outset. They wanted vouchers, but they couldn't get them right away. And so instead, they started to infiltrate the public charter system. They then got mayoral control of our public schools here in D.C. Through that, they have now infiltrated D.C. public schools itself and have been seeking for the past 20 years to dismantle our schools from the inside.
We will not accept classrooms that exclude instead of uplift. We will not let the voices of workers go unheard. We say it loud and we say it clear. Education is a public right. Education is the path to freedom, justice, and equality. And no one can take that from us. So today, let our voices be fully heard that funding of public higher education is a necessity. Let's demand student debt relief. Let's stand for the immigrant rights. Let's unite for dignity, respect, and justice for every worker.